Hey, good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well. Found a very interesting article. Guess what? The UN will be in Iraq on Saturday. Now, the article tells you that the UN will be in Iraq to work with them on the tensions between both Iran and the U.S. Now, here's the question: the UN and the U.S. I'm sorry, Iran and the U.S. have actually had tensions for a little while now, so this is nothing new. But that the fact that the UN is stepping in this late into the game, right. Yeah, good job, UN. I don't believe you. In my opinion, the reason why the UN is going to Iraq, say, this Saturday, in my opinion, is to support Iraq and celebrate with them because they just went international. You guys have a great day.
UN Security Council members to visit Baghdad on Saturday. FM posted by Walter June 28, 2019 by Rudolph 57 minutes ago. UN Security Council meeting on February 24, 2018. Photo, AP Craig Ruddle. Erbil, Kurdistan region. A United Nations Security Council delegation is set to visit Baghdad tomorrow in a bid to affirm support for Iraq, a foreign ministry spokesperson announced. As Iraq struggles to maintain a middle ground in current tension between the U.S., its regional allies and Iran, the visit of Security Council members tomorrow will be within the framework of supporting Iraq as it adopts a balanced view and bolstering its status internationally, said Ahmed al-Sahaf, spokesperson for Iraq's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, on social media. The visit, to be made upon the request of the Iraqi government, affirms their support for Iraq's sovereignty, security and territorial unity, said al-Sahaf, as Iraq struggles to maintain its balance on a U.S.-Iran diplomatic tightrope. An uptick of violence in the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman, including the Iranian shoot-down of a naval reconnaissance drone in the Gulf of Oman on June 20 and attacks on several oil tankers, has seen threats of military conflict increase. Iraq's government had recently been planning to reduce the UN agenda in Iraq, but these skyrocketing as Iran tensions have placed those plans on the back burner. Current and former political figureheads in Iraq have stressed the country's desire to play a role of conflict resolution between the two countries. Sahaf said the visit is an act of recognition of Iraq's active and effective diplomacy, but tensions appear to be playing out on sovereign Iraqi territory, as a spate of rocket attacks, blamed on Iran-affiliated Shiite militias based in Iraq at sites of American military and commercial interests have taken place in recent weeks. The visit of the members of the International Security Council will be to affirm their support for the continuation of Iraq's efforts in stability and rebuilding, al-Sahaf added. Iraq requires $88 billion for reconstruction following recurrent waves of post-2003 Iraq war violence, including war with the Islamic State, ISIS. Officials told an international donors conference in February 2018. Despite some pledges from Iraq's allies, the amount allocated still falls drastically short. UN support is crucial in the execution of, and drumming up of funds for, reconstruction projects. The UN has been called upon by Kurdish leaders to step in to mediate for a resolution of Iraq's internal issues, including that of territories disputed by Baghdad and Erbil, particularly Kirkuk. Alarm has been shown by the UN at rising as Iran tensions. Rosemary DiCarlo, the United Nations Political Affairs Chief, told the Security Council on Wednesday that peace in the Gulf is at a critical juncture as she called on all parties to abide by an increasingly flailing nuclear deal, while UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called for nerves of steel and the avoidance of any further sorts of provocation. Iraqi protesters stormed the Bahraini embassy in Baghdad late on Thursday night in response to Bahrain's decision to host the Trump administration-backed Israel-Palestine Peace Plan conference. The attack on an embassy of a staunch Saudi ally has been met with widespread condemnation from U.S. allies in the Gulf. Bahrain recalled its ambassador in response to the storming.